after we got the Microsoft offer, it was incumbent upon our board to look at alternatives. So one alternative is stand alone and generate the plan that we had talked with them and shared with them, talked with them about 3 months earlier. Another alternative might be to have someone else monetize our search. Another alternative, some of these are not mutually exclusive, might be to buy AOL. Another one might be to buy MySpace. So all these things have been talked about in the press. I'm not hopefully saying anything you haven't read, not confirming or denying any of them. But there's a process of alternatives that were looked at. As a part of those alternatives, we conducted a limited test with Google results. On 3% of our search queries for 2 weeks, we used Google monetization to understand the gap. And we published the gap publicly, that what we thought it was before the test. And we thought it was about 100% difference before the test, before we launched Panama, which is our search platform, and that we closed that by 30% last year, so there's roughly 70% left. And I would just say what I've said publicly is it confirmed roughly what we thought. Now, what does this mean? I don't know how closely everybody follows this, but I think there's 2 forms of search. Search, there's the algorithmic results that you get back, when the things you're really looking for when you use search. And then there's the sponsored results that you get back, which if you're searching something that's commercial, that might be a highly relevant result. Every time you click on a commercial result, Google gets paid, or we get paid if you do it on our site. So the amount of queries a company generates across both algorithmic and search is what I think of as the golden goose. That's your inventory. That's the asset value. The size of the eggs she lays is how well you monetize them. How much do you generate for every single query? Every time you type in a search string for a new car, how much are we getting from an advertiser from that versus Google? Yahoo has very publicly said a few years ago that we did not monetize as well, that we were not getting as much revenue per query as Google. So there's a gap there, and we did not have a scalable search platform. We bought it from Overture, which was like a sales and marketing company. I mentioned earlier we didn't integrate fast enough. We have great engineering talent, but we didn't do that soon enough. So we were late with it. It's been out for more than a year. It's closed the gap by a third. The question upon our board and upon our management team is, do we want to move quicker to close it, which is easy to do by using Google, or do we want to continue to be a principal in search because it's a part of that broader advertising vision that I talked about earlier? And I would say we're very much aligned with that latter view. We actually think that because we are the only company with real scale in both display inventory and search inventory, we can create the same RPM advantage that they've done in RPS. So if we were to do anything with them, it would recognize that longer term, that's our objective, and we'd be balancing short term with long term. And beyond that, we've made no decisions, and we've been talking to them. As Eric Schmidt said on his conference call, yeah, we've been working with those Yahoo people. They're very nice. And so we tried to say, I was waiting for the moment on our conference call to say, yeah, those Google people are really nice, but it didn't. The moment didn't come up. So.